It is time for the Game Awards nominees. What is going on, Phenom Sage?
Astrobot Goaty,
Astrobot Goaty,
FF7 Rebirth Goaty,
Erdtree Goaty,
Metaphor Goaty.
Metaphor definitely Goaty. I'm excited. I actually
Here's my we talk about this all the time off stream, but I'll just say I need Tekken and I need Yakuza in Goaties.
I do too.
Make it happen, Jeff.
And the Game Award goes to. And the winner
Do we know what celebrities are showing up this year?
Not yet. They haven't announced him yet. Definitely Norman
10
Reedus.
years ago, we began a journey together to celebrate video games as the biggest, most powerful form of entertainment in the world. And on Thursday, December 12th, right here at Peacock Theater in Los Angeles, we will recognize the best and show you what's next with the 10th anniversary
Okay.
Peacock
of the Game
Theater.
Awards. Hey everybody, I'm Jeff Keighley.
Yeah, they always done it there? I
Welcome
think
to
so.
PGA Global Nomination Announcement Special. Today, it is my distinct honor to reveal this year's nominees, recognizing talented game developers from studios big and small around the world. And you can help
Show
select
me.
the winners by voting right now at thegameawards.com. All right, you've waited long enough, so let's do it. Here are the nominees for the Game Awards 2024.
Here we go.
For Best Ongoing Game, the nominees are Destiny 2,
Okay,
Diablo 4, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite,
of course.
and Helldivers 2.
Okay.
Best performance
Seems about right.
nominees are Brianna White for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth,
Okay.
Hannah Tell for Life is Strange Double Exposure, Umberly Gonzalez for Star Wars Outlaws, Luke Roberts Silent Hill 2,
Interesting.
and Melina Jurgens
Where's Cloud?
Senua's Saga Hellblade 2.
Yeah, we're nominating
Best
Aerith
mobile
over
game, the
Where's
nominees
Cloud?
are
Cloud.
AFK Journey,
That's a little strange.
Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket, Wuthering Waves, and Zenless Zone Zero.
Good luck, ZZZ.
Oh,
Nominees
let's go.
for Best Art Direction are Astrobot,
Okay.
Black Myth Wukong,
Okay, good.
Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, Metaphor ReFantazio, and Neva. For Best
Neva?
Score and Music,
You
this
mean
year's nominees
Neva?
are Astrobot,
Yes.
Final Fantasy
Good
VII
pick
Good.
there.
Winner right
Legendary
Metaphor
winner
ReFantazio,
there. Yeah.
Silent Hill 2, and Stellar
Cool.
Blade. In the
Big fan
category
of all of
Best
those.
Audio design, these games are nominated.
Huh.
Astrobot, Call of Duty Black Ops 6,
Always.
Final Fantasy VII.
I think it literally does
Senua's
always make it
Saga,
in.
It's those
Hellblade
guns.
2,
That's
and
very funny.
Silent Hill 2.
I can believe it.
Best Adaptation recognizes excellence in authentically creating shows, movies, and
Oh, yeah,
other
this is,
creative
new-
endeavors based
Wait,
on
no, they
video
had this
game
last year,
world.
didn't
Last
they?
year,
Here
yeah.
are this year's nominees.
Well,
Yeah.
what came
Best
out this year?
Adaptation.
Are they gonna nominate
Game.
Arcane CC?
Yep.
Okay, they are, even though it wasn't even out when they
Like
did
a
these.
Dragon Yakuza and Tomb Raider: The Legend of Lara Croft.
No way.
For Best
Fallout's
Narrative
winning
Game,
that.
You're reaching,
the
Jeff.
TGA nominees are
No, Arcane
Final
is winning
Fantasy
that.
VII Rebirth,
Best narrative.
Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth, Metaphor
Okay.
Fantazio, Senua's
Okay.
Saga Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2. Games for Impact.
Is Silent
celebrate
Hill 2 about to
gotta
get a
give that
goatee?
to
games with a
Metaphor.
profound pro-social meaning or message. Here are this year's nominees: Closer the Distance, Indica, Neva, Life is Strange Double Exposure, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and Tales of Kenzera.
Still don't fully
Zao.
understand this category, to
The
be honest.
nominees for
Zao.
Best Community Support are
There's your
Baldur's
pick,
Gate
dude. Tales
3,
of Kenzera.
Final
Yeah,
Fantasy
there we go.
14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. In the
Did Baldur's
category
Gate
Best
add anything
Multiplayer,
this year?
nominees
Yeah,
are
a couple
Call of
updates, I
Duty
think.
Black Ops 6,
Oh, okay.
Helldivers 2, Super Mario Party Jam
Let's
Nice.
go!
That's good.
Tekken 8,
Nice.
and Warhammer 40,000.
That's a stacked
Space Marine
category,
2.
actually.
Best independent games
Nice to
celebrates
see,
games with a high
Tekken
degree
somewhere.
of risk tolerance, as they are produced outside of the traditional publisher system. The nominees are Animal
Let's go,
Well,
Animal Well.
Yep.
Balatro,
Yeah.
Lorelei and the Laser
Yep.
Eyes, Neva, and
What's that?
UFO
What's Lorelei?
I got that whole
Next is
category
Nice to
right.
see
Indie
UFO
Games,
50.
which recognizes a development team
You
that
didn't mention
hasn't
Lorelei.
published
I don't even know
I
what that
did.
is.
I
In fact,
did.
these teams
No,
published
you didn't.
their
I
first
did.
game
I remember.
Don't lie.
before. The
Don't
nominees
Lorelei.
Animal Well,
That's a good one.
Balatro, Manor Lords, Pacific Drive.
That's a
and
really good one
Lucky
there.
Squire. For Best VR AR Game, the nominees are Arizona Sunshine Remake, Asgard's Wrath 2, Batman Arkham Shadow.
Arkham Shadow's got that.
Metal
Isn't
Hellsinger
Asgard's
VR,
Wrath the one that
and
got like 95 or
Awakening.
something ridiculous?
For Content Creator of the Year, the nominees are
Where are we?
Let's go for me, Joe.
So, Ilawan, Techno Gamers, Typical Gamer, and Usada Pecora. Part of the Game Awards.
He really went out of his way for that one.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll have lots of games to announce on December 12th. But what's
I
the
don't think
most
there's ever,
anticipated
I might be wrong, but I don't
Here are the
think there's been a
nominees based on
VTuber
currently
in the
announced
thing there.
titles. Death
Oh.
Stranding 2 on the
We already
beach,
know what's winning this.
Ghost of Yote, Grand
Yeah.
Theft Auto 6,
Give it to GTA 6.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and Monster Hunter Wilds.
Next
Best
year's gonna be
action
good,
adventure
baby.
Nominees are Astrobot, Prince of Persia: The Lost
Nice.
Crown, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, and The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. For best role-playing, the jury selected Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring: Shadow
There
of
it
the
is.
Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
You think they said that
Lightning
just because they
Rank
wanted to put
Well,
Erdtree in like all
and
these like other
Metaphor
categories?
I'm scared.
Fantasia.
I'm
In the
scared.
category of Best Fighting, the nominees are Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting.
Okay.
I don't think people would have batted an
Classics,
eye seeing Erdtree in
Multiverses,
any of those
and
other
Tekken
categories.
8. The nominees
Yeah.
for Best
I don't think
Action
so
are
either.
Black Myth
I think the
Wukong,
only reason they said that is because we're going to be
Black Ops
seeing
6,
something in
Helldivers
Goaties.
2,
I kind of agree.
Stellar Blade, and Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2.
I really need to play
That's a
Stellar
Innovation
Blade. I
and
keep
accessibility
hearing good
celebrates
things.
games that are making our industry available and
I need to
enjoyable
play
more
Warhammer.
people. Selected by a special committee of accessibility experts, the nominees for innovation
Oh,
and accessibility.
here's the
are
wokeness.
Call of
Shut
Duty
up,
Black Ops
please.
6,
Here's Sweet Baby
Diablo
Ink.
4, Dragon Age: The Veilguard, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown.
Oh man,
and
all of these games.
Star Wars Outlaws.
Yeah.
For
Next up,
innovations
Best
and
Family
accessibility, that's
That's
a
so
little
funny.
too woke.
Astrobot, Princess Peach.
It's literally
Showtime,
like every game that
Super
those
Mario
people
Party
complained
Jam,
about over the year, just in
Legend
one
of Zelda: Echoes
category.
of Wisdom, and
That's so funny.
Plucky Squire.
Plucky
Was
Squire.
Astrobot in Best Family Game?
Strategy
Yeah.
Nominees are
Okay, good.
Age of
I missed it.
Mythology Retold, Frostpunk 2,
Frostpunk 2.
Kunitsugami: Path of the Goddess, Manor
Oh,
Lords,
nice.
and Unicorn Overlord.
Let's go!
That's a
These
stacked
titles are
category.
Nominated for Best Sports Racing.
Gotta give the
F1
Unicorn
24,
Overlord.
EA Sports FC 25, NBA 2K 25, Top Spin 2K 25, and
Oh my god.
WWE
They actually have a full category full of sports
Not
games. though.
WWE
Three
2K25?
esports categories, starting with Best Esports Game. The nominees are Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and Valorant.
What the hell? What?
The nominees
Where's
for Best
Tekken 8?
Esports Athlete are
I was drinking when he
Three.
said that. What the
Alexi
fuck?
B,
What is that? I've never heard of that. Bang Bang?
Faker, Zywoo, and Kong Kong.
God, I feel like
And
Faker
for
is,
the best
is
esports
nominated
team,
every
our
single
special
year.
esports committee
I was about to say
nominated
that.
teams, Billy Billy Gaming, League of Legends, Gen G, League of Legends, Navi, Counter-Strike, T1, League of Legends.
This is Faker's
and
year.
Team Liquid, Dota 2. All right,
I
it's
swear
time
he's
for
won
our
already.
Final two categories for Best Game Direction, which recognizes outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction
we
and
go.
design.
Best
The
direction.
nominees are Astro
Give this to Rebirth or Astrobot,
Elantra.
like no question.
Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring: Shadow of the Erdtree,
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor Refantasia.
Oh nice.
And
Okay.
finally, our global
Yeah,
No,
Erdtree-
but give it to
Erdtree.
Astrobot or
I
Rebirth.
am not a member, has selected the following 6 games as nominees
Oh
for
shit,
Game
here we
of the Year
go.
at the Game
I'm
Awards
not a member. He's got to
2024.
cover himself
The
there.
Game of the Year nominees are Astrobot from Team
Okay.
Balatro from Local Fun,
Yep, you were right.
Black
I think we
Myth
both said that.
Wukong,
Wukong,
Game
wow.
Sites,
Oh man,
Elden
slots are
Ring:
taken.
Shadow of the
Slots
Oh
are
no, this is
taken,
really
dude.
bad.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth,
And then
I mean,
Fantasio.
both of my picks are in here, but yeah, no Tekken.
Metaphor Refantasia,
No Tekken.
No
Oh.
Tekken, no
There you have
Yakuza.
it.
Yeah,
Those are
that's
your nominees for
tragic.
Game of the Year.
I
Yes, that
really
game
did
goes to
not
the
think
Game
Black
Awards
Myth Wukong would
Orchestra,
make it
conducted by
in.
Lauren Bell.
Critics
Play
did
their
not like
games
that
live
game.
on this very stage on December 12th.
This same
But
jury
before
that
then,
reviewed
you
that
can
game
head to
in the
gameawards.com to help
81
select the winners by
nominated it for
clicking your ballot in
GOTY?
all categories.
I guess so.
Also, stay tuned
What
for
is
the
happening
announcement
here?
of our
Did they
Player
cave?
Choice category, where
Did they
fans
cave in?
100% select the winner from
I don't
30
know.
nominees. We'll announce those nominees on
And yeah,
Monday,
seeing
December
Air Tree
2nd.
there,
The winners in all
man,
categories will be
that is
revealed
so
live
unfortunate.
during the Game Awards when it streams globally on Thursday, December 12th.
Yeah, I don't know if I
starting
agree with
the
that
opening
decision.
act at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific.
But you know what?
12:30
I don't think
GMT
anybody's
at
going to be outraged because the
thegameawards.com.
main people that I saw outraged were people who thought that Metaphor was going to be kicked out for Air
Hope to see
Tree.
you then.
Oh, no
Don't
way.
Now
forget,
that well, I didn't think that, but they
Yeah.
thought that. And now that Metaphor is there, I don't think anybody is going to care about like Yakuza or Tekken being kicked out.
Yeah, I'm upset that Yakuza or Tekken didn't get it. That was kind of my big concern after that
Yeah, that's
initial announcement.
that's unfortunate.
Let's see
That's
if we can
really
vote.
unfortunate. Yeah, let me go into the voting.
Yeah, I'm a little peeved about that. I don't know, it just doesn't feel right, man. Just doesn't feel right to me
It
when
really doesn't.
when there's like brand new games that have come out this year. It's in coming
Like,
soon.
no, we're not saying Air Tree isn't excellent. We're just saying that,
It should have been nominated for best ongoing game. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, and I'm saying that like why deny somebody else finally getting that recognition just to give it to a winner, like somebody who already won?
Yeah. I don't understand.
That's ridiculous.
That just feels a little silly. I will agree with you on that. Looks like voting is not available yet. Vote and learn more at the Game Awards. I click on it, it says like coming soon. Let me vote.
We're waiting.
Oh, now I'm getting a server error. Look at this. Oh god. Uh-oh. What are we voting on for GOTY? We got to at least talk about that. What are we voting on for Game of the Year?
Yeah, I've told you about this so many times, but my two picks are either Astrobot or FF7 Rebirth. And I'm going to say that I would personally lean a little bit more towards Astrobot just because it just feels like it's coming out at the time that it's needed most. It feels like the game that should light the way to what other developers should be striving to do. Not just make like 3D platformers or not just make cute, fun little adventures, but make these very modest, beautiful, concise, smaller games that are still able to stand side by side with these big, massive, 8-year developed games.
Yeah, these 400 plus mil games that are crowding the
Yeah.
market. I think it's just it's an important game. You know, that game
Yeah.
game is important to me for the entire industry, but I don't know if other people see it that way. Like I don't know if I don't think other people see it that way. So that's
They probably don't, but I'm just saying personally what direction I would go.
yes.
I do think it's probably the Darling. Like, I do think it's probably the one that, like, I don't think I saw a single soul say they didn't like Astrobot.
No, but I think Fantasio and Rebirth are gonna be creeping up there. God, what is Wukong doing here? I'd rather have Erdtree in Game of the Year than Wukong. Wukong being in GOTY actually bothers me a little bit more.
I didn't want to go too far with it because I know that's gonna get hate for saying that, but yeah, I don't know. It's just
I've heard
I
from
didn't even play it,
multiple
so I
people
don't
that
have
it's-
any. I don't have any personal feelings towards this. I'm just saying I did not expect it to show up because I saw the same jury. We know who the jury is. I saw this same jury, these same reviewers, put this game in like the 80s, like 81 or 80. And that is like nowhere near the pedigree that all of these other games are at.
Literally, Like a Dragon
Like there is
is
a
at its
vast
peak.
disparity there.
Like a Dragon is at its peak in the franchise. It is one of the best
Yeah.
review games of the franchise. The 8th installment. It's finally time. Like I
Like
really think
at least with Erdtree, like that is just a fantastic, spectacular experience. But like, regardless of the quality of Wukong, like these people on the jury who are nominating these games, they liked Tekken and they liked Yakuza better. And I would have really, I was really hoping to see one of those in here.
yeah, I was kind of hoping to see where is yeah, there Balatro too. I don't know. I kind of wanted to see I'd rather see like UFO 50 in here or Animal Well. But no, we got Shadow of the Earth
I mean, they
Tree
already
and
used up
Wukong.
their indie slot.
Yeah.
Already used it up.
Yeah, I
Let me
think
see what people are saying about this Erdtree.
yeah, what's the
Yeah,
word on the
people
street?
hate it.
Yeah,
Yeah, people hate it.
they definitely
Good
they
to
braced
see.
themselves for that one with the rule change. Yeah, I think
It's definitely not winning.
mm-mm.
It's definitely not winning. I think I'm seeing some people here who are like, "Oh, here it comes. Here's another Elden Ring win." That's definitely not happening. But if there's no chance that it's even going to win, then why even nominate it?
Yeah, I would have just picked the next game in line or whatever. I wish I
Yeah,
could
like-
see the game that got cut. I wish I could see what was that game that was on that line with Erdtree. What's that
Yeah.
game on the line with Wukong? I'm actually surprised Stellar I would have nominated Stellar Blade over Black Myth Wukong. I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like that would have been a better choice, but I don't know, man. I don't get it. We have, you know, games that reviewed in the low 80s getting nominated for GOTY, which I don't really have a problem with, but when there's games that are of such a higher caliber that have come out this year, it just feels a little weird to me. When you have franchises like a Dragon and Tekken just like elevating everything it's built over the, you know, last 20 years. I don't know. It just feels a
I'm
little
setting my personal feelings completely aside. I'm just saying, like, objectively, I saw this jury review Tekken and Yakuza and probably many other games much higher than Black Myth Wukong. So I'm wondering, like, what the thought process was there. I'm not really understanding how they decided that.
Yeah, I don't really get it either.
Because the public doesn't decide these nominations at all. Like
It's their jury.
they get to vote. Yeah.
Nice to see
So
Kunitsugami
that
in
is a
Best
little
Strategy.
strange.
Nice to see Plucky Squire in Best Family Game too. I like that. No, thank goodness you're here anywhere.
Ooh, yeah, I didn't think about that. I did not think about that.
I'm upset. I'm upset. Best Action Game, Stellar Blade. We have Wukong's in Best Action Game. That I'm okay with. I'm okay with that decision. That feels right to me.
I mean, from what I saw, it did look like a excellent action game.
Best role playing.
I need to play it before I can really decide for
Yeah,
sure
I don't-
how I feel about it, but I'm just saying I'm confused in terms of like the jury and like how it reviewed. Like it didn't review well. That's why I didn't expect it in GOTYs.
Like that's the jury. That's their decision there. Like I don't know. For those that don't understand, like the jury is IGN, is GameSpot, are these outlets that review these games. So theoretically, shouldn't the best reviewed games of the year be nominated for Game of the Year? I don't know. Like it just that's kind of, I thought that was the whole point of this, is like we're not gonna just be hand picking and, you know, cherry picking the year. We already have our answers come this time, you know. But apparently not. I'm getting stinky Oscars vibes. What's going on, dude? This feels like another Paddington situation.
Look at this, dude. Look at this.
Oh,
Top 3. All my top 3 games of the year.
what do you mean?
Look at what I sent you.
Oh. Let me see. Most anticipated games. Oh, most nominated games. Astrobot and Rebirth with 7. Metaphor with 6. Balatro is going to be winning a lot of awards for sure.
Nice to see Silent Hill 2 in a lot of places,
Yeah,
especially in a soundtrack. Didn't they get that original composer back to do like a bunch of new stuff?
yeah, and the sound design too. That just makes sense to me. I like a lot of the categories. I feel like they nailed pretty well actually. A lot of the other categories, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. I just wish there was a little bit more of a smattering of indie titles in here, and I think no Like a Dragon or Tekken 8 in GOTY kind of hurts my feelings a little bit. I would have taken Dragon's Dogma over Erdtree or Wukong. I think even that's a better game. I think Stellar Blade is a better game.
It's a better reviewed game. I think a lot of people liked it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure there. I'm not sure what the decision making was there. What else are you tweeting out, Keely? What else is going on? Most nominated publisher? PlayStation.
Yeah,
with
this
16.
was actually with Rebirth and Astrobot, like it is kind of like it feels like a weak year for PlayStation, but they do have the like 2 best games of the year, which is kind of crazy.
God, everyone's just DLC. What a joke.
Good.
Yeah,
Let's keep flaming them for that.
yeah, they'll get the message. We'll get a best DLC category.
I don't know why. Yeah, but
It's
I'm
just kind of
shocked
weird that there
it took
isn't
this to do it.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird that there isn't already a best expansion, best DLC category.
We've been saying this. We've been saying this for so long.
There are massive DLCs that come out every year, and I feel like they go overlooked. I really do, actually. There's like expansions for shit that like people don't even talk about that have come out. Like, I don't know. Feels a little weird not to have like a best add-on. Like, I would get rid of best ongoing game and kind of make that into best DLC, best expansion. Because best ongoing like doesn't really make that much sense, to be honest. I think that's kind of a confused category.
Confused, and also it's like, okay, we're just gonna see Fortnite and FF4 like literally the same games every single year.
God.
So yeah, or just add another category. Like just do it.
Let me see if I can vote now. Yeah, I don't know. That feels a little weird. No, thank goodness you're here. Come on, not even for best art direction.
Nobody play. I didn't even know what that was until you told me. So
Has better reviews than Wukong.
like if I wasn't, I mean, I get it, but like if I wasn't invested in our league, that probably just would have completely passed under my radar.
Looks like we can vote now. God, it's so
I'm in.
slow though.
It's slow, but I'm in.
Uh-oh.
Vote now.
I'm waiting.
Start voting. I'm in. And I start straight up with Game of the Year? You saved that for last, Jeff.
I think it always is that, and we always say
I think
that.
you're right.
Yeah, I remember like, why does it start with this? Okay, I just loaded a blank page for me. You got lucky. People are swarming in. I always underestimate how big the Game Awards is. How many views does this thing get? There's still 500 people just hanging around in the chat. What are these people talking?
Just seeing if he changes his mind.
Oh, chat is disabled for the live stream. Smart.
Oh. I swear I saw a chat, but
I did like before. I guess before it started. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work for me. I'm at a blank screen here. may try one more time. If we don't get it, I'll do voting on stream or something.
I'm getting a blank screen too. It's not working anymore.
My pick for Goaty is going to be, just for the sake of this video, is going to be I will admit, it's tough for me between Rebirth and Astrobot. It's not like it's not like an absolute thing for me. I definitely kind of go back and forth on the two. If I like go back and like watch gameplay of those games or even watch my old streams, I'm like, holy shit, yeah, this game was amazing. So I think it's going to be Astrobot because of just how concise and how borderline perfect it is. Whereas like Rebirth, I have a ton of issues with, actually. I still think it's one of the best games ever made, but Rebirth to me has like a lot more flaws, some of them glaring. Whereas Astrobot, like I would argue to call like a almost perfect video game. But
for me, it's not so like I would agree. Like Astrobot, if I was comparing Rebirth to Astrobot, like Astrobot just doesn't have any of the lows of Rebirth, where like it's just a completely consistent experience the entire way through. Like it's just incredible all the time. And normally I wouldn't favor consistency if the peaks are higher, but like Astrobot has just as high peaks in my opinion as well. Like the peaks are just as high in Astrobot without the lows. But the thing is, I do think Rebirth also has like such high peaks that it is close for me where I could go either way with them. I'm purely leaning towards Astrobot just because like of the culture of like how it represents what I want to see more of in gaming. Whereas Rebirth, it's incredible, it's amazing, but like it's not I don't play Rebirth and I'm like, I need more games to be exactly like this. I need more games to be like these massive open world like mini game filled. Like I want game, if I'm like picking between the two, I want more games to be like Astrobot.
Yeah, and I think it goes towards like direction as well. Like I think I don't know. Again, like Astrobot feels just a little more succinct. A very different kind of game too. It's honestly pretty tough to compare a massive sprawling JRPG to a lighthearted, 3D platformer. It's definitely a different scale, but
the only thing I'm comparing are like my own personal feelings.
Yeah, and that's what you're supposed to do.
Like I'm not game wise, like you can't compare them. They're so different from each other.
What about Fantasio, dude? Is that the dark horse here? No, actually I think Wukong is, but like what's
Fantasio,
what are your thoughts on that? Do you think that has a chance of taking the cake?
I think it has a chance, but it's a relatively smaller chance. Like I do think it's hot right now, but I think there's something about it where I think it's one of those things where people like are kind of jumping to conclusions that it's gonna do well, and it just doesn't. Like people go back to other stuff, but I mean I loved it.
Yeah.
In my top 3 games of the year for sure. Along with Astrobot and Rebirth. Again, like Astrobot, Rebirth, Metaphor, I'd be pretty happy with any of those winning.
I would
it's
too.
only if it goes to something else where I'd start getting angry about it.
You don't want a Wukong goatee?
No, I really don't. And I don't want Erdtree and Balatro. I don't know. I want one of those 3. I want Astrobot, Rebirth, or Metaphor. I'll say there's a chance of Metaphor winning, but I think it's probably gonna get sidelined for Astrobot or Rebirth.
Yeah, I feel like there could
I
be
do love
some
Metaphor though.
Yeah, like recency bias. I definitely have kind of
there
felt
is,
that.
but like I feel like I've said that before and it never like pans out.
Yeah, I
feel
remember
like I've
saying
said
that
about
for
a lot of
Odyssey.
games.
for Mario
Yeah.
Odyssey with when it was going up against Zelda. We were like, I don't know, dude. This is the best.
I
video
didn't.
game
I
here."
always said no. Maybe you did. I remember Odyssey. I was like, nah, dude. People are. Breath of the Wild just changed everything.
I remember
That
there was
game
a there
has
was
to
a
win.
specific moment during the show when we were like wavering a little bit, like, hang on, dude. But yeah, eventually.
Oh yeah, maybe there was like
During the
some-
musical
some
number.
moment. Yeah. Man, it's gonna. I'll say this. I can't wait to hear Metaphor music up on stage.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
that's
glad,
gonna be
They
nice.
went through with that.
God, no Tekken music on stage, dude. I think they just didn't nominate it for that. They're like, how are we gonna do that? We need orchestrated music. Astrobot's already gonna be tough enough. Like, we can't have electronic music on the stage.
You're gonna hear "I Am Astrobot" up on stage.
Yeah, that's nice. Right.
Astrobot has to win, dude. I'm sorry. It really does. Like I see it in my head already.
Draft the
Like
tweets.
I see Astrobot. Yeah, like I already see it in
Get
my
the
head.
tattoo. Astrobot.
I am
Goatee
curious.
2024.
How many are these all? I see 4 Japanese developers. I see Game Science. Is that a Chinese developer, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
And then Balatro, who is this like a Western developer?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's like a couple of
Okay.
people.
Yeah, maybe that's why they didn't want like all Japanese developers in here.
I mean, that's just too fucking bad. I don't know what to say. I mean, that's. I
They
don't know.
couldn't put
I
Yakuza
like
or
to.
Tekken in here.
I'd like to think that there's some grand conspiracy there, but I don't. I actually don't think so. I think they just chose.
I
Wukong.
was
Like,
joking.
Yeah.
I was joking. I really people think way too deeply about that stuff. I'm just I don't think there's a conspiracy, but like I do want to kind of understand what the thought process was there nominating Wukong.
Yeah, I know.
Like I don't really get it.
We'll see how everything shakes out. Shoot, it's
And
gonna
again,
be.
I want to make it clear because I know this video is gonna get hate from Wukong enjoyers. I am not talking on the game's quality. I have not played it. It could be amazing. I'm only talking about how the game reviewed. The game did not review well.
And that the people that
I
are
mean, it
reviewing
reviewed
it
fine.
are the jury at the Game Awards, so it just
Yeah.
feels a little like there's some mixed messaging happening. I am shitting on the
Yeah.
game. I think Wukong is trash. You can
Okay.
fire
Alright,
the
yeah,
comments
yeah.
away at me. I just don't think
Okay.
the game is of from a game design. I've watched a lot of streamers play it, and I know that's like a big no whatever. And it's just from a game design perspective, like there's just so much missing from the core experience of the game, in my opinion, that other games have. You know, like it is like a boss rush game. It is gorgeous, it is beautiful, but like I think there are better action games that have come out this year, like a Stellar Blade. I think Stellar Blade is the better action game. I've heard complaints from people like fans of Devil May Cry, fans of Souls games, and it just kind of doesn't tick either of those boxes. And I think that's why it didn't score higher come reviews. You know, I think that's kind of what happened. And I don't know. I kind of don't. It doesn't really, to me, have a place in at all in maybe best art direction. That was like the one where I was like, yeah, that game is absolutely gorgeous. It does have like a very distinct art style. That I feel like it's very deserving of.
Wasn't it best music as well?
Was it? Was it there?
I can't remember. But
I don't care.
probably.
I don't care enough to double check. But oh, here we go. Here we go. Best music.
Hold on. Let's check. Is it possible to we talked enough that maybe it's possible to vote now.
Best score.
I'm checking.
Astrobot. Rebirth is. There's no way Rebirth doesn't take best score.
No.
Stellar Blade
Absolutely not.
got nominated for best. I've actually have not heard any of Stellar Blade's music.
I've heard a bit. It's very kind of like near sounding.
Of course.
It sounded good. I liked it. I got into the voting page much faster this time. Let's see if it works.
Maybe all the Cretans are done. Maybe all the goblins made their votes.
Still getting a blank page when I go to Goaty.
Yeah, I'm getting blanks too.
Gotta Well, hold on. Maybe it's taking a little bit to load.
Let me load that Twitter link that I've had earlier was loading a little faster. Let me see here. Yeah, I think like having Astrobot having 7 nominations kind of tells you that it's also.
I'm in. But I need to sign in. All right, sign me in.
Are
you streaming later?
No, I have work later.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this on stream. This is gonna take too long. I'm gonna have to do this on stream.
I'll wait. I'll do it with you on stream.
Yeah, we'll definitely.
I'll wait on voting.
Thank you so much for watching this video, though. Thank you for getting to the end. For that one person that's still hanging around. Thank you for being here. We will, of course, be reacting to this show live on December 12th. It's going to be bombastic. It's going to get crazy. I might wear a suit. It's it's happening. It's definitely happening. And if you want to see me vote, check me out on Twitch. That'll be my plug there. It works out nicely. You got to follow me on Twitch to see the voting process.
Full reaction.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I hate Wukong, fuck that game, and Shadow of the Erdtree not really being that doesn't make sense. I can't spend this. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that decision. Never mind. Never mind.